him because I led yesterday. Alright, today is the 3rd of August, 2011. We have James in the front seat. James, see the video camera right in front of the control stick. Nope, not out there, looking forward. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
James, everybody. Alright, we got John in the back seat. This 1945 North American built SNJ-6. It's also known as a T-6 Texan of the Harvard. And this aircraft was used as an advanced trainer during World War II. The particular airplane we're sitting in, built May of 1945, as were all 3 of the airplanes we operate at Orbit Adventures. And they all started their career at Pensacola Naval Air Station, served in the Navy till the late 1950s before they were finally retired and replaced by the North American T-28, the Trojan. Today we're going to be going out for a 30-minute flight out of Kissimmee, Florida. And doing stuff with the forklift back there. That's kind of cool. We're going to be doing some formation flying. That's always fun. We got Chuck and his guy out there. He's going to lead. That's good. I designated him flight lead before he can do it to me. It's way more fun to fly wing.
Yeah. Get to follow.
Alright, he's going. Watch your legs. I'm bringing the stick back. I'm going to wiggle the pedals. I want to make sure the tail wheel steering is engaged. Clear right, clear left. Slowly creeping ahead right there. There we go. Alright.
It's a lot quieter than I expected.
Oh, just wait till we take off. It gets pretty loud in this airplane. 600 horsepower on the takeoff. The propeller, the tips of the propeller blades are going supersonic.
Right.
That's where you get that really distinctive sound for the T6.
Section 4 flight, Kissimmee ground runway 15, be taxi please, Charlie and Delta.
Charlie and Delta to 15, section 4.
Oh, is this the standard way that you taxi with a tail dragger?
Yeah, for a blind tail. Well, there's some tail wheel airplanes that you can actually see over the nose, but this obviously isn't one of them. And so in order to keep track, you know, we always want to do the S turns of weave. We're steering with our feet with the rudder pedals.
Yeah.
You can go put your feet on the pedals, follow along, and see what I'm doing, which isn't really a whole lot. It's just a little bit of movement to get the airplane to move back and forth. And the reason why I'm having you follow along is you're going to taxi back after we land.
Okay, great.
Got a Mustang over in the hangar. That's off to our right.
Oh, yeah. You said there's 3 in there.
Usually, yeah. I think one's over in the maintenance hangar right now. Let's see what they got in there. They got a T6 Mustang and an L-39 Albatross.
Yeah.
So.
That's my favourite plane, the Mustang. It's fantastic.
Well, when you get on the ground, you should take a look at ours.
Oh, you got one in the hangar?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's all torn apart right now.
Yeah.
Well, you can't see it now. The forklift's in the way. But the one we have is a racer for the Reno Air Races.
Oh, yeah, I read that on the web.
Has a Griffin engine on it, contra-rotating props from a Shackleton. It's kind of bizarre looking.
Yeah.
Kind of a fat fuselage to house the larger radiator.
Yeah.
That's needed for the Griffin.
Kissimmee ground, Bonanza.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to stop over here.
Kissimmee jet, ready taxi and VFR departure northbound.
Go ahead and slide that canopy forward for me 1 notch. There we go. What we're going to do is a run-up. I'm going to check some systems on the airplane.
Yeah.
First, we're going to check our hydraulic system, which controls the landing gear and the flaps. We're looking for about 1,000 PSI. We have that. That's good. Now we got a 1,600 RPM. We're going to cycle the propeller. Constant speed propeller, so the blade angles move. That's done with oil pressure, counterweights, and some springs. So we want to check the propeller governor to make sure that it's working. So what I'm looking for is a 200 RPM drop, increase engine manifold pressure, fluctuation oil pressure. No oil splattered all over the windshield.
Yeah.
Or nothing more than usual anyways. So we're going to do one more cycle. It's working. Now we're going to go to 2,000 RPM to check the magnetos, the ignition system for the engine up there. 9 cylinders, 18 spark plugs is what we're checking for to make sure that it's functioning properly. Left mag, good drop, about 90 RPM, back to both. Right magneto, another drop, about 100 RPM, smooth, back to both. Temps and pressure's looking good. We're going to bring the power back to idle. Watch your legs, control check time, stick will move around all over the place. I'm looking out on the wings. I want to make sure the ailerons are working. Elevator behind us and the rudder flaps are up. Trim is set, right fuel tank selected. Both are topped off with fuel. Proppant mixture full forward. Mags to both. Altimeter set, radio set. Check transponder to standby because his is going to be on. Are you ready to fly?
Yeah, ready to fly.
All right, let's go. We're going to get into position. That'll let him know that we're ready to go.
is the tail wheel actually steering us, or is it just the
well, on that it was differential braking. The tail wheel was unlocked, so we were full castering. When we're doing the S turns, it's actually a steerable tail wheel, but it's limited to about 15 degrees either direction.
Oh, right.
So once we reach that limit, that's as tight as we're going to get.
Yeah.
Four and flight, hold short runway 15, traffic short final.
So if we want to go any tighter than that, what we do is we push the stick all the way forward. That pulls the steering pin out, so then the tail wheel becomes full castering.
Oh, okay.
So it can do 360s. And then we just kind of tap the brake in the direction that we want to go, and that just kind of swivels the tail wheel over there.
Where's the brake?
On the top of the rudder pedals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have one right brake, one left brake.
3512 Tango is at the Pointing Towers.
Check 3512 Tango, roger, report a midfield down for right traffic, 15.
Midfield right downwind for 15. 3512
So we're going to say here we have an airplane on final approach. If you look to the left, you'll see him coming in. Should be a good flight. We're going to get above the clouds pretty quick, so we'll be in that nice, cool, dry air. And once we get above the clouds, it's very nice. It's really clear up there usually. Now that I'm saying that, it's probably not going to be. But
Kissimmee Tower, Cessna 1688 Charlie, 9 miles to the west with hotel.
Skype 1688 Charlie, Kissimmee Tower, report 5 miles west, say intentions.
Let's see how he
Touch and
does.
goes, we report to you at 5 miles, Cessna 1688 Charlie.
Roger.
Belongs to a flight school based out of this airport, that airplane right there, Piper Cadet.
Yeah.
They've got about like 35 of them.
Wow.
And right now,
Turkey 611,
they just got
or 24, contact ground point 7.
an influx of new students.
Yeah.
So they're all going out at the same time, and they all come back at the same time.
Right.
Left echo 0.7, thanks, 1 Fox 9.
So it's like,
Section 4 and flight, Kissimmee Tower, southwest.
Oh, here we go.
5 clear for takeoff, got a Cherokee on a right base.
Alright, I'm going to adjust the squelch on the intercom. It's going to be kind of difficult to talk until we are in the air, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Cadet 107 Rampa Delta over Water Towers.
Cherokee 610, Foxtrot Tango, traffic departing priority arrival is a flight of 2 T6s.
Yes, sir, gotcha, I'm inside 610 Fox 9.
Cat 107, number Delta, report midfield down for right traffic, 15.
Okay, Roman 15.
Alright, he's giving me the spool up signal. We're going to go up to 2,000 RPM. Now I'm looking at him. He's going to give me a head nod. Brake release. Here we go. Now we power up.
Check 3512 number 2 Cherokee, turn the half-mile base to final, clear to land room 15.
Line number 2, 1 mile, visual Tango, 3512 Tango.
There's a 605010, Kissimmee Tower, hold short 15, traffic short final.
Hold it short, visor down.
Section 4 and flight, button 3.
Button 3, 4. Check it.
Alright, so now I'm going to slide forward a little bit. I'm going to put that wingtip just kind of over your head. And I'm going to take a picture with our 35mm camera. Alright, here we go. Now we're going to go to the slot position, the 6 o'clock position. Just going to put the tail wheel of the airplane over your head, or just in front of it. You can see the airplane needs a bath. There you go. Now you can talk. Alright, now we'll go out to the right wing position. Cool.
There's no buffeting then?
Nope. Yeah, you'd learn to keep away from the areas that cause it. So, alright, you got the still. Now I'm going to go forward a little bit, and I'm going to frame them in our video camera. There we go. Alright, now we're going to pull off to the side here. We're going to take flight lead. He's going to do the same thing around us. We'll pull up wingtip to wingtip. We'll hold this position for just a second. I'm I'm going to flash him a 1 signal. I'm now flight lead.
I noticed when you were taking off, there was lots of movement on the stick.
Yeah, we have a lot of torque from the engine.
Yep.
It wants to roll the airplane left, so what we do is we start off with the right aileron.
Right.
It's also going to be, they want the torque from the engine, left turning tendencies, all that stuff, want to put us on the left side of the runway, wants to make us go left, so we start off with a lot of right rudder as well. Then we push forward on the stick, and that's going to raise the tail. And at that point we're going to need more right rudder because of the gyroscopic effect on the propeller blade, or the propeller up there. Makes us want to go to the left to get that brief moment as the tail comes up.
Right.
And then also as we accelerate, we take out some of the right stick because as we increase airspeed, the ailerons become more effective.
Right. That'll become intuitive after a while.
Yeah. I think I have about 1,900 hours flying time in this airplane, or this type of airplane, so it becomes kind of second nature at that point.
Yeah.
All right, they're right behind us now in the slot position. Go ahead and put your right hand on the control stick, toes on the pedals. I want you to follow along, see what I'm doing here. And as you can see, I'm really not doing a whole lot, am I?
No.
Nope.
We're still climbing a little.
Yeah, we're going to be going up to about 5,500 feet or so.
Is that the typical rate of climb, or are we climbing slowly?
We're climbing. I like to do about 120 miles an hour on the climb because that provides adequate airflow over the cylinders to keep them cool.
Right. Is the rate of climb that typical?
For what we're getting now, the VSI on this one is not working. All right, look to the left. Smile for the camera. All right, got the picture. They're on our right side right now if you want to take a look over there.
On the ground, there's sticking out the front.
Yep, kind of cool. Stay there for a second.
Where do you want me?
Back a little further still. Alright, cool. And you can see just even by turning left, that stick barely moved. Maybe a millimeter. It's just usually like in flight like this, especially with how smooth it is right now, it's just pressure in the direction you want to go.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to hand control over to you.
Okay.
Again, just very, very small movements. You have the airplane. He's going to hang off our wing for a little bit. He's got an hour flight, so
okay.
He's just kind of hanging out here. And especially when we have an airplane flying off our wing, we want very, very small movements. Because we want to try to have as smooth as possible platform for hitting a fly off.
Okay.
So we definitely don't want to do any like jerky movements with the stick or anything like that.
Alright, we'll give you a pill.
Okay. Okay, I've got the airplane. Watch him. Watch the airplane. Look to the right and behind us. Keep an eye on him. There he goes.
Wow.
Pretty cool. All right, you have the airplane again. We're going to go straight ahead.
Okay. I noticed there's a differential on the rudder at the moment.
Yeah, right now we have a lot of left turning tendencies from the torque from the engine.
Okay.
We have a spiraling slipstream which hits us on the tail, which makes the airplane want to go to the left. So as we climb, we need right rudder to keep it going straight.
Okay. We're still climbing now.
Yeah, we're going to go. We're at 3,500 for about 5,500. Let's try turning to the right. That's good for the bank angle. Just kind of hold that. Beautiful. This will keep us clear of some of Orlando International airspace.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the left now. That's good for the bank angle. Just hold that bank angle right there.
Okay.
And straight ahead.
Still climbing?
Yep, we're at a 4,000 for 5,500. Go ahead and lower the nose a little bit. A little more. Hold it right there. We have kind of an obscured horizon line. You can kind of see it with the haze out there.
Oh yeah.
So just kind of use that as a reference.
Yep. We want to stay at 120, do we?
Yeah. All right, look to the left and behind us. There's the other airplane. He's going to pass behind us. A little bit to the right.
Say that again?
Let's go to the right.
Okay.
Just a little bit. We're right on the line for some of Orlando International Airspace, so I don't want to give them any reason to give me a phone call. Straight ahead. There they are behind us on the right. And look to the left, all right, or the right, I'm sorry. I get those confused. Got a big thunderstorm developing over there too, off in the distance.
Stay away from that then.
Yeah. All right, now we'll turn to the left. There you go. That's good for the bank angle, no more than this. And straight ahead. This will be perfect. We're going to head direct to our practice area.
Are you still okay on the S?
Yep, we're clear of all that. It did prove me wrong. See, it's all hazy up here.
Yeah.
If you look to the right, you can kind of see where the haze ends. So we're actually just now climbing above it. So here's a nice, cool, dry air.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Really feel it. It's very nice up here. 5,000 feet for 5,500. We'll keep climbing just a little bit more.
Okay. The airspeed during a climb is always around about 120.
That's where I like to keep it, yeah. Best rate is about 100 if we want to get more altitude in a shorter distance of time, but it's actually it's best angle, but it's just it's harder on the cylinders because they run hotter because there's not a lot of airflow over them.
Oh, right, yeah. You start to get used to flying in flight sims, expecting to be able to climb at ridiculous rates.
Oh yeah? Alright, we're going to level off, so I want you to put your left hand on that big wheel down there that I showed you earlier, the one closest to you. Go ahead and push forward on the stick, and we're going to lower the nose. A little more. Right about there is going to be level side picture. So that's where you want to hold the nose in relation to the outside world. Now as we accelerate, you're noticing you need more forward stick to keep that nose from coming up, right?
Yep.
So go ahead and use that wheel. You want to wheel it forward very slowly, and eventually that pressure goes away. You feel that?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're starting to descend now. No, we're not.
No. Yeah, even though it looks like we're going down, look out on the wings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice and easy.
Yeah, we're about 5,500 feet. We're sailing on about 148 miles an hour cruise. We're at a very low cruise power setting. We're only putting out about 55% power.
Right.
Normally, you can cruise around about 175, 180 in this airplane, but that's hard on the engine. It uses more fuel.
Right, yeah.
And this is all we ever need. We're one of the few operators of this type of engine that get about 1,600 hours out of them before we overhaul. Everybody else gets about 1,200.
Okay.
And one of the reasons is they run up so hard, and we don't have to do that.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to begin?
Yep.
Okay, the first maneuver we're going to do is an aileron roll, a nice 1G maneuver like a victory roll.
Okay.
I have controls, but keep your hand on the stick, toes on the pedals. I want you to follow me along. And we're going to turn south. I'm going to demonstrate a maneuver, and then you're going to apply the same thing, and I'm going to talk you through it. So here we go. We're going to dive on down. About 170 miles an hour is what we want to do. So what we do is we lower the nose a little bit. You look at something over the nose.
Yep.
use that as a target. Here we go, 170. I then pulled back on the control stick. We're going to raise the nose. Oh, about right here, we then stop the pull. We go all the way over with the stick, a little bit of left rudder, and we hold it there until we're right side up again, which is right there. How's that? Cool. Now it's your turn. You have the airplane. Keep the nose down, a little forward on the stick for me. Yep. There we go, 170. Now pull back on the control stick. Raise that nose. Keep on going. Right there. Now all the way to the left. That's not all the way. Keep pushing all the way, all the way. Hit your leg with it. There you go. Hold it over there. Keep it over there. Keep it over there. Stop. Gently recover from the dive. A little bit of left stick to level the wings. There we go. Hold the nose right there. Kind of a climb attitude. We'll get back some of that altitude we lost.
Yep.
What do you think?
That's fantastic.
Pretty cool.
I expected to be hanging out of a harness when we did that.
Oh, no. We want to maintain positive G.
Okay.
Couple of reasons. One, we don't have an inverted fuel system for the engine.
Yep.
So the engine will quit when we go upside down.
Right.
It'll only last till we're right side up again, but we still don't want to do it. And also, it's uncomfortable. I don't like hanging from the stress.
So what happened then? So we did a climb to slow down and then...
Well, what we do is because we're flying an arc in the sky, a parabola, kind of like what the zero-G guys do with the big jets.
Right.
Except when we go upside down, instead of doing zero-G, we're just going to be pinned to our seats flying that arc. It's the inertia of that because it wants to throw us out of the bottom of the airplane. So.
Right.
If we were to do it from this attitude and try to maintain this attitude, that's when we lift out of our seats and stuff.
Got you.
All right, you ready for a loop?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to feel some G-forces on this one, and here's how to counter them. When I tell you to, take a deep breath and hold it, and tighten up your leg muscles. That'll help keep the blood in your head from going to your toes. So I have the airplane, follow along.
Okay.
So we're going to dive on down to about 190 miles an hour on this one. There's 185. There's 190, James, take that deep breath, here we go. Coming over the top, you can relax for a second, look around, we're upside down, pretty cool. Take another deep breath, here comes some more cheese. Alright, now you can relax. How was that?
Fantastic.
Alright, you want to try one?
Yep.
You have the airplane, just hold the stick right where it's at. In fact, pull back on the stick a little bit. And we're going to get the airplane turned around, we're going to head northbound again. We're going to line up, if you look down on the ground, you'll see the roads out there. They go north, south, east, and west. So we're going to line up with the ones that we're almost parallel to right there. That's north. Go ahead and lower that nose, and we're going to dive to 190. A little more right stick to level the wings. There you go. Lower the nose even more.
Down to 1. Okay.
Yep, lower the nose even more. There you go. Look at something over the nose. That's your target. We're at 170. 180. Keep it down. 190. Take a deep breath. Pull back. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. A little more. Hold it just like that. Hold the stick right where it's at. Pull back. Pull back a little bit. There you go. And take a deep breath. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. And start relaxing the back pressure very slowly. Now let's raise the nose a little bit and we'll climb. Right about there. There you go. You just did a loop.
Wow. Incredible. Nothing like I expected it to be.
Oh, no. People think it's going to be like a roller coaster, but it's much smoother. And it's you're in control. You're not just along for the ride.
Yeah. What altitude should we be doing?
We'll just climb up just a little bit. We're not looking for a specific altitude at this point.
Okay.
All right. You want to do some more?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we're going to do a barrel roll, and I'm just going to talk you through it, all right?
Okay.
It's basically we're going to make the airplane fly a big corkscrew in the sky by pulling back on the stick and rolling it at the same time. All right? So we're northbound. When we're upside down, we'll be eastbound. When we're right side up, we're going to be northbound again. That's our goal. So what I want you to do is lower the nose. We're going to dive on down to about 180. We'll go with 180 on the airspeed. All right, 175. Now what I want you to do is start pulling back on the stick. It's going to be a nice steady pull. A little more back pressure. A little more back pressure. Well, right there is good. Keep pulling. Now start rolling the airplane to the left. A little more left stick. Just kind of feed it in. A little more left stick. Hold it right there. There's eastbound. Actually, it's westbound. I'm sorry. Keep the rolling. pole going. And there we go, straight back on the stick now. Very gently. That's a barrel roll. Let's raise the nose just a little. Nice and gentle, about 1.7 Gs or so, something like that.
Yeah.
They just kind of rotate around. How you doing up there? Good?
Okay, great.
All right. We got time for one more maneuver. If you want to do it.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, this is a reverse Cuban 8.
Wow.
It's what we're going to take what we learned with that roll and that loop, combine it into one maneuver. It's a two-part maneuver.
Yep.
The first part consists of pulling halfway to vertical, 45 degrees nose up. We then do one half of an aileron roll until we're upside down.
Yep.
We then pull back on the stick like we're doing the last part of a loop, and then we do it again 2 times in a row.
Okay.
I'm going to demonstrate the first part. I will hand control over to you mid-maneuver. You'll complete the second part.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. So we're going to dive down, and we're looking for about 180 on this one. And then after that, we're going to start working our way back to the airport. So there's 180. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ease back on the control stick. We're going to raise that nose, 45 degrees nose up, halfway to vertical, which is about right there. We're going to hold it here for just a second. Here comes the roll. We go all the way over. So we're right there. We stop. Now we start pulling back on the stick. Take a deep breath. All right, you have the airplane. Keep pulling. We're going to go halfway to vertical. Not quite that hard. Release some of the back pressure. There you go. And stop the pull. Stop the pull. So you need to put the stick right there. Here, hold it right there. All right, now roll to the left. All the way over. All the way, all the way, all the way. And stop. Pull back on the stick. Take a deep breath. And we're going to gently raise the nose above the horizon. There you go. Reverse Cuban 8. How's that? Oh. Release the back pressure. There you go. Very good. Let's go ahead and lower the nose a little bit. We're going to go to that level sight picture, which is right there. Hold it right there. Very good. Now we got to figure out how to get down below the clouds. Let's turn to the right. And let's lower the nose a little bit. And we're going to start a gradual descent on down to about 2005. We're just till we're below the clouds here. I see some holes straight ahead. Let's go straight ahead now.
What did you see straight ahead?
Some holes in the clouds that we can use to get down underneath. So let's lower the nose a little more. Hold it right there. Perfect. All right, we'll see you. You headed back? Yeah.
What are you heading for?
There's some gaps in the clouds straight ahead, kind of. So we'll go to the ones on the left. That seems to be a little bit bigger. At least from what I can tell from back here. Let's go straight ahead. There's a good one right there. That's perfect. I can see ground, so that's what I'm happy about.
Yeah. Oh, you can see the ground through it.
Yeah. Very good flying. You know what, Robo, let's turn to the right. We got a nice opening up off to our right over there we're going to use. A little more bank angle. We'll hold it about right there. That's good. Keep on turning right. We'll just keep...
Oh, through there.
Yeah. And we'll keep that nose down so we descend. And right about here, start rolling out. We got a lake out there. Body of water right in front of us. We're going to head towards that lake.
Okay.
So keep the nose down. We're going to keep on descending until we get below the clouds.
Approach in use, landing runway 15. Advise on initial contact, GF information, India.
Does it get quite bumpy in the clouds then?
Yeah, but it's starting to heat up, so we're feeling warm air rising off the ground.
Zulu weather. Wind 25005. Visibility is 10. Sky Sky conditions scattered 2,400. Temperatures 29, 2.26. Altimeters.
A little bit to the left, we got a nice little clear area right there we can take advantage of between the two clouds.
On initial contact, GF information, India.
Straight ahead, this'll work. Keep the nose down. There we go.
Kissimmee Airport information, India 1350 Zulu weather. Wind 25005. Visibility is 10. Sky conditions scattered 2,400. Temperatures 29, 2.26. Altimeters 29902. Visual approach in use. Landing runway 15.
Still on 15, okay. Almost beneath it here, just about another 300 feet. Let's start a left turn again. Do you know where we're at?
Can't see.
We'll get out of here in just a second. There we go. Alright, let's roll the wings level here. Airport's actually just slightly right of the nose and about 10 miles.
Okay.
Let's keep the nose in a little more. We're going to go down to 1,500 feet. We're at about 1,700 right now.
Okay.
A little bit to the right now.
Hotel, is that a point in the tower?
Roger, 7762 Hotel, report to midfield down for right traffic or 15.
Report midfield for 15776 Roulette Hotel.
And straight ahead. There you go. That works right there. Perfect. We'll just kind of skim the bottom of the clouds right here.
Yeah.
Tower, Texan 2 is 9 south overhead, Lima, and we're single shed.
Texan 2, Kissimmee Airport, initial for 115.
Initial for 15 for Texan 2. Or was it India?
Is that you talking to the town?
Yes.
You don't use the rudder at all in the air then?
Right, not a whole lot, no. Just when we get a bank a little bit. And even then, it's just a little pressure in the amount we want to go in.
Yeah.
This airplane just, it's one of the best flying airplanes I've flown in my entire career.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's like the right combination of power and...
It's just a good combination. Has a nice solid feel to it. It's very stable, but it's responsive at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the fastest airplane out there compared to like some of the other World War II airplanes. You know, the fighters and things, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But you know what? This does everything that the fighters do.
Says the short final.
It just does it at about 1/3 the operating cost.
Yeah. Around 15776 Roulette Hotel.
Got some proper jittery air. Is this as rough as it gets or it get worse?
In the afternoon it gets a little bumpier, but not too bad.
Change here about a mile.
This is more fun to fly in.
Unless you're doing formation, then it becomes work.
Okay, yeah. So is the runway right in front of us still?
That's the airport, slightly to the right of the nose. Oh, what you're looking at off to the left over there? That's a road, that's Poinciana Boulevard.
Okay.
I mean, we could land on there, but then I get yelled at.
Do you want to go down to the 1,000?
632, turn left on
Not yet.
Bravo, contact ground point 7.
Left on Bravo, ground 131.
So what we're going to do when we get back to the airport is we're going to fly over it. We call it the overhead arrival.
Okay.
And it's, you know what the military guys do when they come into land, they'll go over the airport at a higher altitude.
Yep.
And do a break, turn, circle back around to land. We do it for a couple of reasons. One is for safety.
Yep.
It keeps it at a higher altitude till we're over the airport. That makes sense, right? In case something weird happens.
Yep.
And then we also do it because it makes us look cool. And when you're flying cool airplanes, image is everything, right? Just to give you an idea where we're at, the airport's off to the right. Walt Disney World is slightly to the left of the nose and about 10 miles out there.
413, Papa here. Request on...
Downtown Orlando is straight ahead about 15 miles.
Yeah.
Pipeline 1913 Echo, frequency change approved.
19 Echo.
Section 2 down to 1,000 approved, right brake, total land runway 15. I'll have a Piper Sport departing priority arrival.
Okay, right brake 1,000, total land 15, copy the traffic, Texan 2. So we're going to to fly past this just a little bit, and then we'll do a right turn to line up with the runway.
Okay.
Dutcher 776 Hotel, turn left on Echo, contact ground point 7.
Oh, okay, we're going to go on the far runway.
Sunday
Okay.
afternoon, go in contact ground.
We're going to the one as we're kind of angled in towards it right now. We just need to fly past it.
Yep. I thought we were going to try and make that one.
413 Papa Sierra, Kissimmee Tower, right, close traffic report.
And remember, we're not landing yet. We're just going to overfly the airport.
T6 going to the overhead.
All right, let's start a right turn, and we're going to line up with that runway right there.
For the T6 Texan.
We got an airplane departing, but he won't be a factor. We're just going to fly over the top of him. Keep the nose down. We're going to start going down to 1,000 feet.
Okay.
Perfect on the turn. We're going to line up really nice. Once we line up with the runway, we're going to roll the wings level.
Okay.
Straight ahead. There we go. Line up. A little more left stick to level the wings. Keep the nose down right there. Hold it right there. And right turn. Right turn.
Cool.
And we're just going to keep circling around just like that. And I'm going to start bringing the power back. You still have control of the airplane.
Okay.
As we slow down, you're going to have to pull back on the stick a little bit to keep that nose from dropping too much.
Okay.
This is good. Landing gear's coming down. You're going to feel a couple bumps as they lock into place. Landing gear down lock right, down lock left. And we're going to reduce power even more. We've been cleared to land. You're going to feel the air brakes come on here in a second. That's when I bring the flaps down.
Okay.
And we're going to do that right now. Go ahead and gently lower the nose. We're going to maintain about 110 throughout the whole approach. Go ahead and lower the nose even more. Just like that. Hold it about right there. I'm going to adjust the trim so you don't need quite so much back pressure on the stick. Landing gear's down, a lock, flaps are down, trim is set. Drop in mixture. Pull forward. Before landing checklist complete, just keep this turn going right to the runway.
Wow.
Keep it going, keep it going. Now gently start rolling the wings level. You want to line up with the runway, keep the nose right where it's at, lower the nose a little bit, don't pull back yet.
Okay.
Now what I want you to do is start looking all the way down the runway, all the way to the other end. A little bit of right stick, hold it right there. Start gently pulling back on the control stick, and we're going to raise the nose more, hold it right there, no more. Now hold it back, hold it back. There you go, I have the airplane.
Okay.
Alright, you just landed.
Fantastic.
Now, I want you to...
Section 2, when able to right turn, contact ground point 7. Do you have a guesstimate on the bases out there?
They're about 1,600 right now, but they're rising.
Roger, thank you.
Yep. Alright, open your canopy up all the way back. Toes on the bottom of the pedals. Ground, Texas 2, clear of 15 TWA.
Texas 2, Kissimmee Ground, TWA, taxiways Delta and Charlie.
Texas 2. Alright, so toes on the bottom of the pedal, start in with the right pedal, you're going to make the airplane turn to the right.
Yep.
A little bit different from driving a car. So you want to start feeding a little bit of left pedal because we're going to stop the turn because we want to go to the left side of the taxiway.
Okay.
And now we're going to go to the right. We're going to aim the nose slightly to the right. This will continue with those S turns. So a little bit of left pedal to stop the turn. Hold it right there. There you go. This is actually the two hardest things about teaching somebody how to fly the airplane is doing what you're doing right now.
Really?
Is taxiing, yeah. And talking on the radio.
Yeah, at the same time.
Yep. Doing really good, nice and smooth. I like that.
261 November.
Exactly what you want to do.
Reposition to maintenance at IFT, please.
At 261 November Delta Cimarron, taxi to Euroflight, via taxiway Bravo, hold short runway 15.
Euroflight via Bravo, hold short of 15.
There you go, let's go to the right now.
Just to let you know, we'll be bringing back two aircraft in about 20 minutes' time.
Okay.
Now we're going to make the next left turn. So now you got to turn at 90 degrees. Now what we have to worry about is this taxiway is a little narrower.
Right.
Piper Sport 4 3 Pop 2, we're going to cross the Cherokee at Bravo prior to your right.
Alright, we're going to keep it coming around to the right.
You just got to feed it in a little bit earlier.
Yeah, you have to lead it just a little bit, yeah. You're actually doing quite well. Alright, now we're going to start going to the right. We want to stay on the right side of the taxiway. Alright, I've got the airplane now.
Okay.
This is the hardest part of the whole flight, and that's getting back in this hangar without smacking into anything. And the hangar door is actually in my way, so...
Okay.
Actually, it's lower, so it should be fine. Alright, James, thanks for flying. You did a good job. You can start doing your belts and harnesses. I'll be right up there to give you a hand out. Thanks again.